Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets and I am Amanda. Today I am here to do my week 1 budget projection for the month of May 2022. So for those that are new, welcome, and for those that are not new, welcome back. Here on this channel we talk about anything related to finance, money, budgeting, saving, spending, all of the categories. All right, so as I stated, I will be going through my week 1 budget projection, and in a budget projection, I talk about everything I plan to pay for with this week's paycheck or monies that I am going to put away. So we're going to dive right into this video. So if you're interested in that sort of content, stick around. All right, you're going to see populated up on your screen my week 1 budget projection. So let's dive right in. Week 1 budget projection, May 6, 2022. I get paid every single Friday, therefore I do a budget projection every single Friday. So first item up is the mortgage for $281. Then next we have the water bill for $98. Then we have the phone bill coming in at $164. And next we have the auto insurance for $54. Student loans for $100, college spending $25. I have a question mark by that because I'm not sure if I'm going to continue on with that or if I'm just going to kind of put that money to the side and have it build up for the children because I will have 2 in college next fall. Debt monies at $304, household expenses $194, children's savings $28.50, homeowners association fee $6.70, minor Roth IRA $20, and last but not least the cushion amount that I leave in the account for $26.15. So the total amount for this week expenses and transactions is $1,301.35. Okay, I typically leave $12.61 in this account. So based on that total amount, we're going to have to subtract. So let's look at that line. $1301.35 minus the $12.61 that I normally leave in the account equals $40.35. That number gets a blue cloud around it because it has a relationship with another number on the page with the blue cloud as well. But that is the amount that I will need to pull out of the bill savings account. And of course, I'm doing that right here on paper to help me satisfy that total $1,301.35. So that's step 1. Step 2 is I go back up through these transactions and put a PA with a pink circle around it next to those items that I will not be paying this week. However, I will subtract those out of this week's pay. So you see those numbers there. I'm not going to go back through them, and we can come back down and we can see the total amount of those put away transactions. So that total amount is $160.70. And of course, that is money that I will be putting away right here on my sheet of paper. That's not going to be the very last thing that I do with the money. So as you can see, we do have those 2 numbers with the blue clouds around them. So one amount I need to pull out of the bill savings account to help me satisfy these transactions. However, once I have the transaction satisfied, there are some of those monies that I'm going to need to put away for another time. In other words, I will be paying those expenses later. So let's go down and look at the subtraction of those 2 numbers. The $160.70 minus the $40.35 equals $120.35. That is the amount I will need to put away in the bill savings account right here on paper. Remember, that's not the end all to be all. That's what I'm doing here on paper. Now that's step 2. Step 3, go back through these expenses and put a purple triangle beside those items I will be taking care of this week. And you do see all of those listed. I will not reiterate them all. However, I am going to focus in on a few of them. As you can see, the mortgage amount, although this is week 1, it does have that purple triangle beside it. That means I'm going to take that money and I am going to utilize it this week. If you go back and view the video right before this one, I will tell you why I'm able to use this extra money, because I was able to pay the regular monthly mortgage payment for May early. All right, so that $281 I'm going to put toward the principal. Now let's look at the water bill right underneath that. I projected $98. However, it came in at $75 this month. So I'm going to have to do some subtracting here. I'm going to have to subtract the actual from the projected. $98 minus $75 equals $22. That $22 is going to get a yellow line under it because it is going to have a relationship, yes, you guessed it, with other numbers on the page with a yellow line underneath them. So that $22 will be put away in the bill savings account right here on paper. All right, so also I want to focus in on the debt monies, that 304. It also gets a purple triangle around it. So that mortgage amount and that debt amount, both of those amounts are going to be put toward the mortgage this week, but we're going to discuss that a little bit later. Okay, so now let's go back down to the 1, 2, 3rd from the last line on this page. And we're going to take care of those items with the yellow lines underneath. Remember, we have that $22 from the water bill that we need to put back in the bill savings account. And we also have the $120.35 that we also need to put back in the bill savings account because we're not utilizing that money this week. So we're going to add those two numbers together. Let's look at the 3rd from the last line to add those together. That's $120.35 plus the $22 equals a $142.35. And that number actually gets a full yellow box around it because that is actually what I will be doing with my monies this week. I'm physically going to move $142.35 to the bill savings account to be used at a later time for later debts, transactions, expenses, whatever it is. So remember, I did say I was going to come back to that mortgage. So as you can see, the very last line of this sheet, it shows that 304, which is the extra debt monies that I pay every single month. Each week I have a amount that I can pay extra toward my debt. So after all of my expenses and everything are taken care of, I do have an extra amount of money that I can put toward the extra payments on debts. So that's that 304 and of course the 281, which would be the part of the regular monthly mortgage. However, like I said, I paid that earlier. So we're going to take those two amounts and add them together. 304 plus 281 equals a $585. Yes, that is the amount that I will be able to pay this week toward the principal only of my mortgage. So I'm looking forward to that. We will do a recap on that so I can show you how my balance is moving on Thursday, this upcoming Thursday. For those that are new, I do a recap on Thursdays and I do a projection on Friday. Okay, so that's really all I have for this video for today, guys. At the end of the day, I am going to be putting $142.35 in the bill savings account for this upcoming week out of this week's paycheck. So I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. Also, let me know if you are looking for a budgeting technique. Leave some information below and I can very happily explain this technique to you. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets, where we dream big but start small around here. I will see you in the next video. Peace.